come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Joan C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball.
Breaks into the open. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Parrish. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker, it's Prince. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. From the gun, the ground game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their 1st possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Vincent. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last touchdown drive was surgical. Air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
Turning it on! They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. The Herd had a little time to dial up the right call here on 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Gets it out fast. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep the...
Going for it all. Oh, Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Complete downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Crosses the 40. Turns it on in midfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he drops the throw. Caught. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson to pass. Makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the right. Breaks into the open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. These corners backing off a bit. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
A little release to the back. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this one is perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rushes on him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Razorbacks in the hurry up. They'll try it over the left side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. He's in open space downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorback!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know I'll
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it on the read. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Sets up the screen.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the read.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
The score, Arkansas 36, Marshall 16.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Got his man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wilson to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He'll do it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to take off. He will not get. Turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wilson will throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you really struggle protecting your guy.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Off play action. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down, and tick, 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 tick.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Finds a little space. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wilson to pass. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Took care of it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that's one on third down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got fourth.
Wilson will throw. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able.
He's going for a big play downfield. Brings it in down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. They get the W, and with that